Awesome Kong feud, and he was always one of those people that supported it from the very, because remember, he had final say at that time, so he could have squashed it at any time, and he was behind it and supported it. And then Dutch was there, and Scott was there, and Scott and Dutch kind of co-agented all that stuff, and it's just really a team effort and a team support, to be honest.
Well, it was a really great time, really great matches. And do you feel, and Gail, do you feel like that really helped set the bar and helped really push this evolution for the women?
I mean, I would like to hope so. I think there's a lot of factors. I think they took notice of it, definitely, because I had many, people that worked in the company and other wrestlers who worked for them. They said, we watched Impact just for that, which was a huge compliment, obviously. And then they, hired Kong, and they rehired me, I'm guessing based off of what we did. And I hope that it did, but it still took too long for them to get to the point where they did. And I think the fans demanding it was ultimately the key when they said, give divas a chance. And I love that they did that for us, because fans ultimately do have the power to change the company.
Strength in numbers, so that's always a key with fans. All right, Gail, so I'm going to let you go. What do you feel like where we're at today in women's wrestling, and how can it improve?
I think we made great strides. We're almost there. I love that the women main evented WrestleMania. If I was going to, give the pros and cons, I think that was a huge pro. I think the con was that Vince McMahon, in my mind, almost set it up for failure in a way, because they had 7 hours of wrestling on WrestleMania Day. And just from experience of watching fans and how long the shows go, they're going to be exhausted. Not even at the 7-hour mark, more like at the 3-hour mark. So it was truly a challenge for them, but I think, the girls are up for the task. And the second part that I would love to see where it would improve is equal pay. It's kind of almost a taboo subject, I guess, to talk about openly and publicly. But, just from what you hear here and there, sometimes when I hear about someone that's, a main event girl getting paid a quarter of what a mid-card guy is doing, it really honestly upsets me a lot. I don't understand it, and I want it to get better.
Well, Gail, I appreciate the time, and if I could can I ask one more question then to follow up on that? All right, thank you. Because I think it is important, and I didn't really want to go this way, but I do want to ask now since we talked about it. Do you think that a union, you hear every once in a while the talks of unions here and there, and
right.
Do you think that would help or no? I mean, wrestling has been what it is. I don't know, is that something you have ever thought about or think that maybe that's the way to get where you want it to go, or no, it'll process itself?
I think if you're working for a company and giving your life to them, that they should treat you appropriately in a fair way. And if they do that, then you won't need a union, right? So, and then you have happy employees. They want to perform for you. Everybody wants to be there. So I think in turn, one action produces another. And with the union situation, it could get pretty ugly, I would think. I know that it's been attempted before, but from what I heard, everybody needs to be on board. And unfortunately, that's a very difficult thing today. And, people get bought out or bribed or whatever it is. I mean, there's so many scenarios you can go through. So I feel like I would love to see the business change in regards to, the health care and after plan for people, especially people who have been giving their lives to this business, lives to the business for so long. Kind of like NFL players, right? Don't they have some kind of deal where if they last 10 years in the NFL, they're guaranteed some kind of payment or something like that?
Yeah, Gail, there are pension plans set up in certain sports. Some unions are better than others. But Gail, but like anything, there are pros and cons for anything.
Right, I agree. Just because of the lifespan of our careers, we don't think about that. And I just saw a recent Roddy Piper little tidbit. I think it was on the John Oliver piece about how we don't have an exit plan. We have a great plan of getting into the business. But you don't think about that. And people have discussed that with me, and I said, yeah, honestly, I didn't think about that when I entered the business. All I thought was, I want to be a wrestler. I never thought about the end. You don't think about those things. So maybe people that train you can give you a little bit more advice to get prepared. And so when I meet fans who want to become wrestlers, especially kids, I'll tell them, you don't know what can happen, so please finish your education, get a skill that you can have for life, have something you can fall back on just in case, and it's just wise, or save your money.
That's why it's important, too, for you and others like you to do the seminars, which you get involved in. So I think that's great.
Yeah, definitely. I love interacting with the future talent, and I hope I can help in any way.
Well, Gail Kim, you've been awesome. You continue to be awesome. And, hey, college educated, what a great athlete you were growing up in school sports. Awesome. And I also know that you are a big Toronto Blue Jays fan. Go Blue Jays.
Yes, I'm about to leave soon in about half an hour to go throw the first pitch.
Whoa, yes. This is the way. Now see, Gail, I'm so sorry. It'll only take one more minute. What's that going to be like? I didn't know that. What is that going to be like for you to get out there and do that?
I don't know. I've never done it before. I've gotten a lot of advice from everyone. And I haven't thrown a baseball. Okay, I did practice the other night about 20 throws, and I came to the conclusion that it's the luck of the draw when it happens, right? It's really going to be what happens is going to happen because they kind of landed all over the place.
Yeah, aim a little higher because it looks different. I don't know if they're going to have you go on the mound because of the game. So they might have you in front of the mound, but they might have you on the mound. So just, if they have you on the mound, aim a little higher because you're going to be going down.
Yeah, I know. I'm nervous now.
Oh, no, you'll be fine. How cool would it be if how cool, Gail, would it be if Pat Borders was catching?
Oh, my God. That was my childhood crush. It would be so cool if it was Pat Borders. But everyone's talking about Vladimir Guerrero Jr. starting tonight, so everyone's all excited about that.
Oh, that is so cool, and that is so cool that you know that, too.
Well, it's been all over the news today, honestly, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the pressure is on.
Yeah, man, his dad was great, and his dad played in Montreal. Don't have a team anymore, but that's so cool that it's still Canada. Now his son is going to be with Toronto, so that's cool. Cool story.
I said to Tracy Brooks, who, I think you know Tracy Brooks, I said to her, I said, why is everyone making such a big deal about tonight? And she said, well, Toronto Blue Jays are basically the only Canadian team left in the major leagues. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really didn't even realize that. So.
Yeah, maybe someday Montreal will get a team back. There's always talks about that. We'll see. But anyway, Gail, thank you so much for the time. I really do appreciate this.